Alright, make sure we're live. Get a few people in. If it's live, of course. Okay. Yo, are we in? Alright, okay. Right, Jack TN, what's up? Rob Boxing, hope you're good, bruv. Zach, Big Plans Little Drive. Aaliyah, Shane, Lefez, hope everybody's doing good. Brody Num Num. Everybody doing okay? Hope you all are. Alright, let's see if I can get the Blackout. What is up, my man? So channel member right there. You, Daryl, Paul, Stephen. So I'll wait 1 second. I'm just getting some bits and bobs glued up so you guys can see what you guys are writing on the screen. So what I've done is I've actually sent. So if we can get any of them on the channel while we're live, that'd be great. It's a big F. Ian Perry, what's up? Christopher Scott, Graham Turner, Danny. Yes, exactly. Make sure you're all hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Why am I not getting this pop out? Well, let's go into the settings where hopefully we can fix some stuff. All right. Triple D will go to Matchroom. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But I mean, at the end of the day, if Frank Warren is progressing Daniel Dubois correctly and paying him well, I can't see any reason why he would. There's no real need for it. So, all right. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the chat on the screen for you all. Okay. Hopefully it pops up. Hopefully. Anyone? Is everybody ready for Christmas? What's up? All right. Who do you think wins between Ruiz and Cal? It's a very close fight, isn't it? Very, very close fight. I have absolutely no idea. Now, hopefully, this chat will pop up on the screen for you. If it don't, I do apologise. I don't know what's going on. Hard Talk Box, what's up? Kian Harding, what's always up? Paul Bass. Ian Perry, let's talk about awesome Luther Clay. He is awesome. Love Luther Clay. Sorry, I'm still messing about here. Okay. Right. Who do you think wins? Oh, sorry, we've done that one. Dejin, one. What's up? Seven Oceans. Wilder bent the metal in his right hand, hitting Stavern. He's had more metal put in. Will you address it? I didn't know anything about that, to be honest with you. Here we go. There we go. So the live chat's on the screen. Hopefully you can all see it now, or at least in a minute. Yeah, I don't know anything about Wilder's hand with that one. I know he's had multiple surgeries. I know that, and it can't be good when he's got metal actually in his hand. Dave B, big up Sporting from Limerick. Big up to you. Danny, what do you all think of Joshua asking Fury to help him with sparring for the Wilder fight? Best of British helping each other. I love it. Absolutely love it. I hope that it's true. As in, I hope AJ and Fury do spar. It's unfortunate because, listen, we all want to see that fight, right? But if he's going to help him in preparation for Wilder, big up. And hopefully he does. And hopefully maybe Tarzan will reach out to Dillian White in that as well, which would be great. Bobby, when are you going on Pep Talk? I don't know. I haven't been invited yet. If he invites me, we'll sort it out. Of course, no worries. I mean, I like them. I love their Double D podcast with Dean and Heavy D. I love those. Hit the like button. Well done, Fat Apples. Wilder keep on breaking his right hand, which is why he needs metal from the surgery. Is giving him more power than he actually has. Yeah, see, I thought about that as well. I thought about that a while ago. Scarsy, I. Dubois ended his career this morning. What by mentioning Dillian White? Yeah. It ain't good, is it? It ain't good at all. Right. So I'm just seeing if I've got any replies from any of the boxes yet. Not right now, but there again, I did only send it out 10 minutes ago. Is Vlad just teasing a comeback for relevancy, or is he actually going to return? I think he'll return when he hits, 44? And then come back and beat George Foreman's record of the oldest heavyweight champion. So I think that's what he'll probably do. So we're probably waiting for about one of the year or so yet. Harry Clark, you need to do more interviews with Eddie and AJ. I agree. But Eddie's one of these guys, he's not really up for podcasts too much, unless you're a massive channel. See, Eddie likes numbers. I mean, I do pretty good numbers, but he likes the numbers of IFL and all those kind of ones. AJ, I think AJ would come on if you knew about it, but his team don't pass the message, and they keep giving me the runaround. So Dubois let that second round KO go to his head. Yeah, I think so. GB Boxing, good afternoon. Hope you're good. Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News. Hope you're good, my friend. Big up to you. Liam Williams whooped that American good last night. Liam Williams looked fantastic, didn't he? Really good. I mean, I was a little bit nervous when he moved up to middleweight. I was thinking, is he really good enough? Because obviously, I mean, I remember the Liam Smith fight in that, and I wasn't too sure if Liam Williams was going to be that good at middleweight, but he's looking real good, isn't he? Looking real good. Frank, trust me, Danny, I got you. Warren. I think I've only ever seen a couple, but I'm by far on point with the question he asks. Did you see Harrison Charlo too? No, well, I've seen the highlights and I've seen that Charlo stopped him in the 11th round with 2 knockdowns and then teed off on him and the referee stepped in. So big up to Charlo. Big up to him. But I mean, I predicted Charlo would win anyway. So it's no great surprise. Do you think Dubois not ready for Dillian? No, not even close. Not even close. Dillian is all wrong for Daniel Dubois. And listen, I'm a massive Daniel Dubois fan, and I believe Daniel Dubois will go on to become a world champion. He's a great prospect, but why throw him in with a shark like Dillian White? Dillian White is the wrong guy for a Daniel Dubois at this stage. Dillian White has got pain, he's got anger, he's got a big chip on his shoulder right now. He's the wrong person to be going in there with. And Dillian's got nothing to gain by fighting him either. If Dillian White goes in there, knocks Dubois around, knocks him out, people will say, oh, well, he's supposed to do that. So there ain't too much point. Joyce will avoid Triple T like the plague. Maybe, Kian. Maybe. Although he's fighting on January the 11th, which I didn't know about till earlier, against Marco Huck. I knew he was going to be fighting Marco Huck for the heavyweight European title, but I didn't know when. But it's January 11th, so not too far away. I hope Fitzy beats Fowler in the rematch. Well, I'll have to wait and see on that one. Stephen, big up to you too. I like Eubank Williams' fight stylistically, a proper swing fest. Yeah, why not? Slayer, what's up? FI5H, hope you're good. Harrison won every round apart from 2 and 11. Yeah, maybe, but I mean, ultimately, it's how the fight ends, isn't it? I mean, that's like really the truth of it. Okay, cool. You've had it released. So, as I said, I've sent out a few invitations to some boxes and that. We'll see if we can get any on. If they don't respond to me on Twitter, then I'll send them a direct text. Dubois Harrison won every round. Yep. K-Rod, me too. I'd like to see Triple D seriously challenged though. Yeah, of course. But I think that he needs to be progressed. I think he needs to be fighting a Bermain Stavern. I think he needs to be fighting a Brian Jennings, a Robert Hellenius. These kind of guys. You know, just keep on progressing. You know. Mohamed Larousi, what's up? Hope you're good. Can we get a face reveal? Just think Brad Pitt. No, that's my face reveal. Dubois versus Duapa. You see, again, Duapa, yes, that's the right kind of opponent for Darren Dubois. So well said, Lefez. Smash the like button on your way in. Absolutely. Is that green? Who would you like Dillian to fight next? I'd like Dillian to fight an absolute scrub. That's what I'd like. And sit around, do what everybody else does, and wait for your world title shot. That's what I want him to do. Keep busy, but fight scrubs. But this is Dillian. You know, Dillian will fight any man and his dog, and he'll risk it all. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if he ends up fighting a Povetkin or a Ruiz or something like that. I wouldn't be at all surprised. It's not about Dillian, it's all about Frank Warren. Yeah, I mean, Frank Warren, he could be using Dillian as a name for like clout chasing, but he also could be thinking about the money. Dillian White brings a lot of money. Yeah, exactly, Ian Perry. Didn't want to say no to anyone. Daryl, yeah, he's not ready yet. Totally agree. Bungle, why will destroy Dubois right now? Frank Warren says to Dubois could take AJ now as well. No, he can't. He can't. I mean, listen, he's got a puncher's chance, but that's about it. Opinion on FA Jack's performance. I haven't watched that fight. I heard that he won, but he looked terrible. That's what I heard. So I haven't watched it yet. Harrison was too confident. Started showboating the 11th, got clipped. This is what happens. You see, fighters, they need to be switched on. They need to be switched on. My Wi-Fi keeps cutting off. Will you make Wilder's loaded right hand an issue? Yeah, no worries. I'll look into it, and whatever's going on, I shall address it, of course. Hunter Dubois. Again, I think Hunter's too far ahead of Dan Dubois right now. Don't get me wrong. Listen, you put Dubois in with any non-Brit, I'm cheering down Dubois on, of course. Yeah, against Caballero as well, but maybe Caballero might be a step too far for him right now. You know. Oh, sorry, I've just missed a couple of bits there. Let me go back. You could spark the chat. WBC will put another barrier in front of Wilder. Absolutely agree. Primetime sounds like a hater. He must be burning. Okay. I haven't seen that one then. Toby, what's up, man? Hope you're good. Dillian versus Povetkin would be good prep. The thing is, with Dillian fighting Povetkin or fighting Andy Ruiz Jr., while as standalone fights are really good fights, and listen, that they'll be on pay-per-view and that as well, and they'll attract a lot of attention. But is Andy Ruiz Jr. right preparation for a Wilder or a Fury? I would say no. They're not tall enough. So Triple D is going to leave Warren once he gets his belt. Warren cannot get his fighters money for unifications, which is why BJ Saunders left. Yeah, you may have a point on that one. I thought did really well when he fought Parker, but his last fight worries me. Yeah, don't forget Dillian. He didn't step foot in the gym for about 2 or 3 months. Obviously with all that UCAS situation going on. So the Jagbar got dropped by in that fight. Oh, did he? Ah, okay. I just heard that he didn't perform very well, but got the win. But anyway, I'm glad that Jagbar got dropped because he's turned out to be a bit of an arrogant git. He really has. But you know what? He's a Shady Finkel fighter, so what can we expect? Celtic 67. Wild has 0 inside game. His power is a fallacy. Yeah. Couldn't believe FA Jagbar got dropped the way he did. Right. I definitely need to be watching that, don't I? I definitely need to be watching that. Prime time. Calm down, son. Calm down. FA Jagbar was decent yesterday, but disappointed he got knocked down by a wobbly-legged Georgian funeral director. Prime time. You're predicting the riot. Good song. Google, does Wilder have metal rods in his hand? Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Wilder has a bionic hand. Got my 7th amateur fight today. Step up to a guy telling out. Well, good luck to you, Toby. Good luck to you, brother. Hope you get the win. Let's see if any of these guys have responded to me yet. No, not yet. Somebody will. Chats are always lit with obscure characters. Hey, listen, you know what? Everyone's entitled to an opinion. You see, people seem to think that I have an issue with Wilder fans saying that they'll beat AJ, that Wilder will beat Fury, or Wilder will beat Dillian White. I haven't got a problem with people believing Wilder's going to win. I have a problem with people who make up lies. That's what I've got a problem with, who protect Wilder and give him passes. I don't respect that. Who'd be the right opponent for Dillian to prep for the bronze bomber? Just someone tall. Someone tall. Trying to think. I mean, Marius White was too slow, so that's not ideal preparation, even though he is tall. You just need like tall guys, really. Anyone tall. Dubois versus George would be a humdinger. The press conference would be lit, wouldn't it? It would be lit. Warren jealous. Yeah, maybe. Jagbar didn't perform the best, but still better than usual. Oh, fair play. I do need to go watch that one, don't I? Truth hurts. Big up to you, my man. Big up to you for the super chat. Merry Christmas to you. Martinez versus Rosales was a nice fight. Yeah, I heard that one. I actually fell asleep though. Shout out to Toby. You got this, dude. Mash him up. Exactly. Well done. Well done, Truth hurts. Why is Wilder Ali unrivaled? God. Deontay Wilder and Muhammad Ali shouldn't even be mentioned in the same sentence. Really isn't. I'm thinking that prep for Wilder is a David Price. Ooh. He's tall, yeah, and he's got the power, but yeah. Wilder's a shithouse. Yep. Unrivaled in the building, yes he is. Tim Ball, in this day and age, using gay, okay. A Coley would be great prep for White. In some ways, yeah. Tall, rangy, skinny, but different weight division at the minute. A Coley's got other things on his mind, like World Championship, which could be next. Wilder's IQ score is the same as the number of fights he's had. I do think Dillian White opens Wilder up, although I hope he can. He's a really good fighter when he's on point and will smash Wilder. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Yep, so subscribe. McGregor, big up to you. One of my channel members. If anybody else is not a channel member and you wish to be, you should see it below this video. Give that join button a click if you're on the computer. If not, then go into the description box of any of my last videos and you'll find a link that you could join in the description box. Yeah, I did see Errol Spence's chat. He didn't seem too confident, to be honest with you. Although he did say that he doesn't want tune-ups. He wants to get straight back into the deep end. So it was mentioned the names of like Manny Pacquiao and whatever. I don't know. I think Errol Spence Jr.'s face, it looks sore. I think if he gets hit by somebody, his face could open up. Well, no, Jagba, similar chin and footwork. When's Wilder gonna? Oh, Audie Harrison. Yeah. British heavyweight boxers should boycott WBC belt. Yep, I agree, but they won't. You know they won't. Can you change your avatar on YouTube in an iPhone 7? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think you can. Just go to your settings. You should be able to. White beats perfected by KO and Ruiz loses to White some points. Yeah, I can agree with that one. Parker beats Wilder. Yeah. I'll video it, Toby. Maybe Spawn can post it on here. Sure, why not? Parker beats Wilder, yeah. Would like to see Oscar Rivas in a big fight. Look good against White. Well, Oscar Rivas had been ranked from number 10 right up to number 4 after losing to Dillian, so I don't quite know what's going on with that one. Coley's apparently fighting Glowacki, yeah. That's what I heard too. That's a tough fight for him. A really tough fight. Abdul, Joshua versus Pulev looks like rumours may have to vacate WBO. That's the smart thing to do. I think Anthony Joshua vacating, if he has to vacate either IBF or WBO, vacating the WBO is the most logical one. Because if Alexander Usyk fights for the vacant belt against whoever it may be and ends up winning that fight, Usyk is more likely to unify against Joshua. Whereas Pulev, if he's got that IBF belt, he ain't unifying. It's going to be kept over there on top rank for a long, long time. The boxing icons, Zach Green, I agree. The World of Boxing should boycott the PBC. I mean the WBC belt. Spence looked fragile in that interview. Yeah, he did. His face looked messed up, didn't it? Spence very lucky to be alive. Kenny Porter versus Fred. I haven't seen it. I don't know what that is. Oh, there you go, GB Boxing. Celtic67 say, yes, you can go to your manage account. You can change your avatar. Big up Celtic. Celtic, sorry. A Jagba knocked Wilder out in sparring. Is that true? Is that true? I don't know about that. Yeah, Toby, don't get yourself in trouble by trying to record something because it might be some copyright thing. So just be careful there. You don't think Parker beats Wilder? If Wilder can't knock out Parker, which Parker's got a super chin, then I can't see how Wilder beats him. Spence had that car wreck just to be like Thurman. Oh yeah, I forgot about Thurman. Vanity, what's up? What's good? Hope you're good. H Money, what's up? Michael Lennon, liked and subscribed. Thoughts on Chisora versus Usyk? That is a good fight. It's a very good fight. Of course, I'd like Chisora to win, but would he win? I don't know. I don't know if he would win, to be honest. Because unfortunately for Chisora, every time he steps up, he seems to fall at like the last hurdle, if that makes sense, you know. That seems to be what happens with Chisora. It's just unfortunate, but it is how it is. These heavyweights just need to fight each other, man. I agree. Hearn should offer Herkovich to Dubois. Gee, Frank ain't taking that one. Come on now. Herkovich is probably a. He could be the real deal. Herkovich is. Although I'll probably put Herkovich probably a level or two ahead of Dubois right now. But I think Herkovich, is he ready for the top guys himself? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe. Will, what's up? Do an expose on the race baiting channels. Yeah, but people know who they are and they know what they do. Boxing Nub, Sport and you should collab. I do collab quite a bit. Or used to. Vizio, salute to you. Dan, Chisora beats Usyk, that'd be great. Herkovich beats Dubois, yeah, maybe. Dan Dubois, knockout of the year. It was a pretty brutal knockout, wasn't it? It was. What's the take on Dubois taking on the top three, even Dillian White? Dan Dubois needs to be staying away from those guys right now. Why fight him when you don't have to? Don't need to, he's still progressing. Elephant in the room, Usyk versus Parker is a better fight. I agree with that one. Chisora versus Wilder, who wins? I think if Chisora turns up motivated and in shape, he's dangerous for Wilder. He's very dangerous for Wilder. But again, if Wilder hits him with that right hand, Wilder is a genetic freak and very good at playing possum. Yeah, he personally looks scared and vulnerable while he's beaten. So he personally make a mistake. Yeah, you know what? I've said similar before because with Wilder, yes, he's quite happy to give up the rounds and he does look scared. But all of his opponents, when they switch off and get comfortable, that's when they get smoothed. So, 74 people in the chat, only 23 likes. Is that all? You tight mother... Click that thumbs up. What's wrong with you? Come on. Red Eye Jedi. What's up? Hope you're good. Loved your video saying Triple D would get starched by Dillian. Yeah, Charlie. Well, it's true, isn't it? Thoughts on Liam Williams? Yeah, he's looking real good. I wouldn't mind seeing him in with a Triple G or something like that. You know, see what he's got. Shame on Bob Arum for his IRA comments. I still haven't read about that yet. I think Usyk will comfortably outbox Wilder. Yeah, I agree. Dubois should fight Hammer. Oh, Christian Hammer. Good call, Unrival. Good call. Wilder can't anyone with a big punch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I heard H Money that FA Jackpot got dropped. I haven't seen it yet. I need to go watch that. Should Josh Taylor move up to 147 or unify? I think unify. Definitely unify. I'll see if it can be undisputed at 140. Dubois versus Wallin. That's an interesting one. Very interesting one. Yeah, good call with that one. Although, yeah, actually, speaking of Wallin, he's tall. I mean, he's southpaw, but he's tall. So he'd probably be a good opponent for Dillian White. Otto Wallin. Wilder gets stopped by Fury. You think so? I hope so. That'd be awesome. Zaro's 2-time. Welcome back, man. Big up to you. Herkovic is a white Joe Joyce, in my opinion. Stiff and overhyped. No chance of being a champion. Yeah, maybe you're right, Seven Oceans. Maybe you're right. Do you think Fury beats Wilder easily this time or Wilder connects? Again, that depends on Fury. If Fury switches off, then he's going to get starched, isn't he? He's going to get absolutely done. You know what? I think maybe I need to be texting some of these fighters. Say, yo, what's going on? What is going on? What fighter do you want? I'll go through my phone book. Actually, right. I was going to send a couple of text messages to some fighters. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just writing a text. I can't multitask. I'm a man, you know. Right. Well, there's one text gone. Who else are we going to text? Yeah, I really do need to see that Ajagba fight. I really do need to see it. Come on, who's going to message me? What's going on? Alright. Let's see if I get a reply from that one. Wilder fans are very sorry after White says he was slapped Wilder. Can you imagine if Dillian bumps into Deontay Wilder? Dillian will get all Shannon Briggs on him. Where you go, I go, champ. Where you eat, I eat, champ. Ben Davison made him defensive. Yeah, maybe. Blue Collar Sports, what's up? Hope you're good, my man. Hope you're good. Thoughts on Allen versus Webb 2 if it happens? I don't know. Actually. Actually, yeah. Let me go into my WhatsApp because I've got different numbers in there. Yeah. Be predictive text, huh? Predictive text. All right, I sent that one. Well, sorry. So where are we? Fat Apples, hit the like button. Damn right. Ryder was robbed. Fact. I agree, Craig. Sandyman, Dubois stops White in round 1. See what? DAZN should 2 KSI versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. No, Chavez will quit again. Dubois versus Hughie Fury. Yeah. Although Hughie Fury, if Tyson Fury defeats Wilder and becomes champion, and then Dillian's up next, or potentially up next, And if Dillion's going to get another fight in, Hughie Fury would be good, well, as close to a preparation for a Wilder for a Fury as possible. So I think that Hughie and Dillian White should maybe get on. Dave Allen should retire. We don't need no more tragedies in boxing. I don't know about that. Dubois versus Luis Ortiz. Dubois starches Ortiz. Eddie Hearn took over boxing. Michael Garcia. Yeah. It's been a good signing. It's a one-fight deal where they have the option of extending a contract with Michael Garcia. So, yeah, which I imagine they would do. Blue Cross Sports, I'm knackered. Instead of 2 fights. Yeah. See, I tried to stay up for the Daniel Jacobs one, and I fell asleep after the Liam Smith one. So, and last night, no, I didn't get to watch the Charlo and that. I've just seen the highlights of the Charlo fight. The scorecard for Harrison versus Charlo were worse than Ryder versus Smith. Heavyweight division is lit right now. Just wish everybody would fight everybody. Yep. The Cook, big up. Fury's going to flip the script and go mental for the technical knockout. He'll be scared of eye cutting. You might be right. What do you think of Fury leaving Ben Davison? It's a bit odd. I don't really know. So I've just got a text back. Hang on a second. All right, so I've got one fighter coming on in about 30 minutes or so. Yeah, Fury leaving Ben Davison. I think depends on his reasons because we don't really know what the reasons are. But I mean, I like Ben Davison. I think he's good. Who should put White versus Wallin on the undercard? I don't know. One is meant to buy the big fights. In some ways, that's a good thing right now. That's a good thing right now, I think. Povetkin versus Ortiz. I'll go Povetkin by KO. I agree, Lefez. If Dubois stops Ortiz, we can finally put this booking man talk to rest. Yeah. You think Frank Warren would put Dubois in with Ortiz? I'm not too sure he would. Benno Cadman, what's up? You all subscribed, right? So I'm trying to get a fighter or two on the channel for you, so we can have like a live chat, so you guys can ask some questions. Yeah, I agree. I don't think White should be on the undercard of a Chisora fight, not at all. Yeah, Povetkin versus Ortiz, battle of the Zimmer friends. Soon, all PBC fight will move over to Design Matchroom if they don't start putting on some good fights. But there again, I think a lot of the PBC fights are quite happy with just having in-house fights, you know. Hughie's running out of chances. Yeah. Povetkin is finished. I don't think Povetkin's finished. He's just that he's getting on a bit now, so he's slowed down. And of course, a lot of fighters are going in there with the belief that Povetkin's easy food, and he ain't easy food, you know. Ortiz will be deceased of old age by the time Dubois hits prime. Fury going for the KO this time. He knows what he needs, or he's getting robbed again. Could be right on that one. Talelo. I think Fury's going to get robbed again. No chance for him. If we look at history, how far WBC goes for Wilder, it does look good for Fury. Could be right about that one. Al Haymon is finished, investing in Wilder. Yeah, they're putting way too much money in his pocket for the amount of return. I mean, 5-6 weeks after the Ortiz rematch fight, we still don't know the official numbers from Fox Sports. They haven't released them. That's worrying. Do you think Fury can survive 12 rounds with Wilder and Fury's new trainer is an issue for the rematch? I don't know, Abdul. Hopefully it does. Unrivaled boxing talk and news. Hit the like and subscribe. Big up. Ruiz versus Dubois would be a nice fight. It'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it? I could still see White versus Charles Martin. Will they risk his Mando spot? Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. I mean, seriously, if I was Dillian, I'd go fight a bunch of scrubs. Just fight tall fighters. That's it. Just fight tall fighters to get used to the range for Wilder Fury winner. There's no need for him to be fighting these tough fights anymore. No need for it. But we know what Dillian's like. He'll fight them all. Eddie Hearn should offer down Dubois a massive contract. I don't know if he can. Depends on the contract situation of Dubois or Frank Warren. If he's got some kind of long-term deal with him, then he can't get him away because he'd be tied in. So, subscribed since around January 2018. And you're really big up to you, man. Big up to you. One was a joke when Fury picked him, but now White wants him. No, I mean Dillon's went to fight Otto Wallin just to show the world what Tyson Fury should have done. That's all it is. Because of that performance with Wallin and Tyson Fury, people have put Wallin on some kind of pedestal. So Dillon wants to get in there and go, right, this is what you should have done. Why can't these delusionals not understand that Wilder cannot sell? Yeah. If Hearn gives Wilder 50%, I'm boycotting Matchroom on principle. Yeah. Hit the like button, people. Well said, Banady. Dubois won't fight a live opponent for at least 18 months. Trust me, is to Dubois though. Yeah, and nor should he. I think the fights that he's having with the Gormans, the Fujimotos, the Kevin Johnsons, and that of the world, and the Razvan Kajanus, that's the kind of level he should be fighting. You know, who wins? Fury versus AJ. That'd be Fury on points or AJ by knockout. That's how that fight goes. We will have to dig up Ortiz in his grave after the Dubois fight. I agree. Frank Warren isn't doing a job promoting Dan Dubois. Frank Warren doesn't have the platform, you know, and Frank Warren's not big on social media either. So yeah, he ain't doing a great job promoting him. What's your current top 5 heavyweights? My top 5 heavyweights right now be Dubois White, Joshua, Fury. Who's the other two? Parker, Usyk. I think them 5 are the best, in no particular order. Anthony Yarde seems bigger in the US than Triple D. Yeah, maybe, because in America, light heavyweight division's popping. It really is. So, and of course, Yarde, he took on Kovalev in that as well, didn't he? So, obviously, people in America know who Kovalev is. Raymond Sweeney just popped in, hit the like button. Big up to you. Boycott WBC, I agree. Did you catch Charlo's last night? No, I didn't watch it. I've seen the highlights and I've seen the stoppage. People are gassing Wallen up way too much. He's not a top 10 heavyweight and never will be. I agree. Do you think WBO will order TPW against Ivan Arati? Well, yeah. I mean, I hope so. I think Thomas Patrick Ward is owed a world title shot, and I do think we'll see it in 2020. And when I sent that message to Neverarte, Neverarte responded in Spanish, "Let's do it." So, yeah, I hope so. Do you think Hughie Fury will be the guy in the division that can take Wilder's power? Hughie's never been dropped or stopped. Well, there's quite a few fighters that haven't been dropped or stopped, but I don't know. I mean, I think if Deontay Wilder lands on any heavyweight, they could go. In all honesty, but I think the best chin in the division is Joseph Parker. I really do, because he took Dillian White's massive left hook and he got up. So, Dan Dubois a new bogeyman of the heavyweight division. He might be. One day, maybe. If I was Warren, I'd try to get Dubois on the Fury Wilder 2 undercard. Yeah. Good shout. Fishel's trying hard to talk up Joyce versus Triple D. He's telling the fans we want to see it. As I said before, the press conference would be lit, wouldn't it? Yeah, rate Wilder. No, Wilder's a loss waiting to happen. It's a loss waiting to happen. You don't go over 40 fights and fight nobodies. You just don't. Fury, AJ, Wilder, White, and Chisora top 5 for me. Fair play. Yarde was marketed better than Dubois, yeah. And Yarde, he was supposed to have been on the Wilder Fury undercard, wasn't he? The first one as well. So he was on the posters and everything as well. Lions in the camp. Have you seen Hatman been going off on Wilder? Makes my day. Yeah, get Dubois versus Takam. Oh, cool. Yeah, Takam, that'd be an interesting one, isn't it? Is it me or does Huey have the better chin, but Tyson has the better skill and power? You're probably right about that one. Although Tyson's got a good chin, as in he don't get knocked out, because he keeps on getting back up again, doesn't he? You know, he's like a zombie. Anthony Joshua versus Usyk will be the best fight in history in the heavyweight division. Be an interesting one, won't it? Very interesting. Ruiz has the best chin. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Ruiz is he's only ever been dropped once, and that's by somewhat of a flash knockdown by AJ. Who would you like Canelo to fight next? Triple G, Smith, Saunders, or Andrade? Any of them. Any of them. Deontay Wilder knocked out 41 bums, exactly. Parker took a solid headbutt too. He did, yeah. He did. Okay. Right, so Luther Clay will be on the channel soon. I'll put Ruiz above Parker, but same top 5 sporting. Yeah, maybe. Although, I don't know. For those of you who've seen the Ruiz Parker fight, who do you think won that fight? Chisora versus Miller. Wow, that'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight and a good build-up. Do you think Josh Kelly for the European title will be in Newcastle? Oh, I hope so, Jamie. I hope so. There again, I mean, that depends on what's happening with Lewis Ritson. Is he having the Josh Taylor fight? If he is, then I wouldn't think Josh Kelly versus Avanesian will be on the undercard. I think they're looking at maybe a Josh Kelly versus Avanesian as a headliner, maybe a Your Call, something like that, maybe. But yeah. I think Huey should drop down a weight. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Ruiz versus Minoru Sumo. Eddie Hearn got the next Mayweather, Devin Haney. Maybe. I mean, Haney's very young and he's looking the real deal so far, isn't he? Fury, I get knocked down, but I get up again. They're going to keep me down. I want to see Canelo versus Andrade. Yeah, why not? Good call. What big fight Spence now outside the PBC after his car crash? Well, they may see him as vulnerable now, so maybe. I want to see White versus Parker again. We probably will see that at some point. But for me, I want to see Dillian fight somebody who he hasn't already fought. And I want to see Parker fight somebody he hasn't already fought. I still want to see Parker versus Chisora. I still want to see that one. Parker gave Andrew Ruiz a boxing lesson. Yeah. Who's more deluded, Wilder or Donald Trump? Good question. Kalnaki versus Ruiz. That's a battle of the fast hands, isn't it? That's a battle of the fast hands. I tried to help Andy Ruiz Jr. get Kalnaki before he got the Joshua fight. But DJ Georgie, what's up? Thumbs up, gang. We're here. Big up to you. Click that thumbs up. I need to come to Newcastle sporting. Yeah, big P boxing. Why not? Pep boxing. Newcastle's a great place. He scored Ruiz 115 to Parker 113. Yeah, very close fight, wasn't it? I think Parker edged that Ruiz fight. Yeah. Every time I see Parker lose, I think he'll do better in the rematch. Yeah. Stephen Lawler, what's up? Smash that like button. I agree. The man, 777. Big risk white corner out Ruiz. Ruiz inside game beats all heavyweights without 12-round back foot game. Only new AJ, Old Fury, and Usyk trumps over Ruiz. It'll be an interesting fight, won't it? Kalnaki versus Makhmudov. Makhmudov, that's who a lot of people are talking about, who offered Wilder 20 million. Is that right? Who do you think Ruiz will fight next? I think he'll fight Kalnaki. Ruiz clearly won, but in a close-ish, Ruiz never looked backward, took a backward step. Yeah, Ruiz was definitely the aggressor in that fight, wasn't he? Ruiz the next Buster Douglas. Perry Chamberlain, White versus Ruiz is the one. Maybe so. Ruiz next Corey Sanders. Dillian White versus Michael Hunter, the barnstormer of a fight, I think. White wins, but a great fight for the fans. But again, I think Michael Hunter, I mean, of course, Dillian would be the hands down favourite in that fight, but Michael Hunter causes problems, you know. And I don't think Dillian White needs to be fighting these kind of guys. I think Dillian just needs to be fighting knockovers, to be honest with you. Deception UK, what's up? How you doing? All good. Jamie, honest opinion on Useki. Now, I know a few things about Lawrence Osueki before his last fight with Dan Aziz and around the time of his fight with Ricky Summers. So there are reasons why he didn't perform that good. But Lawrence Osueki he's such a talent. He really is. He really is a talent. And we'll see the best of him, I reckon, 2020 next year. We'll see the best of him. Rivas versus Kuzmin. Ooh, good fight. Dillian White versus Ruiz Jr. Yep. I think that Dillian White versus Andy Ruiz Jr. is a very possible fight, very, very possible. But I think that Dillian White, I think he might actually stop him, you know. I think he might stop him. I don't know. Because I think Ruiz, he's got that silk pajama attitude at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, what was that? A second, let me go back up a bit. You said something about Luther Clay. Ask Luther if he's interested in rematching Tamoya to revenge his sole defeat. Depends where his level is, isn't it? Depends what his level is at the minute. I don't know what that guy's level is at the minute. I mean, maybe he's taken a few losses himself since then. I don't know. Brits score more for skill. Americans score more for aggression. Yeah, that's a good point. What's your thoughts on Kell Brooks next 18 months? Well, thankfully he's got a fight against that Mark DeLuca, who's a pretty decent opponent at 154. I just don't want to see Kell Brook wasting his time anymore. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be seeing him chasing Amir Khan anymore. There's no point. Thanks, Lucky Luciano, too. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hunter is one of my favourites in the division. I like his ring control, yeah. Very good fighter. Very good fighter. Although, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him rematch Povetkin. Or maybe Martin Piccoli. Get that rematch on. Joshua's the best. It's hard to disagree, isn't it, Marlo? Hard to disagree with that one. White should have fought Wilder by now. They're clearly running for him. I agree. Cat boxing. Hi all. Love to see Dubois versus Takan. Yeah, again, someone else saying that. Good work. Josh Kelly needs to work on punch power. Yeah. But again, I mean, Josh Kelly's still a prospect, you know. Look, I think a lot of people are expecting quite a lot from Josh Kelly, but, you know, he's still a bit of a prospect, you know. I don't think Dillian's body work would work on Ruiz like they would on Ribs McWilder. Yeah. That's a good fight. Triple D versus Takan, I agree. A Jagber versus Kiladze. Yeah, what a sick fight. Respected Kiladze. Yeah, well, that's a guy that didn't Joe Joyce beat him up? Joe Joyce sparked him, didn't he? If I remember rightly. So I'm surprised that Jagber didn't do it. Well, I might be wrong about that Joyce fight. I don't remember it too much. Josh Taylor, 2019 Fight of the Year. Yeah, why not? Why not? Hard to disagree with that one. Likes of White, Wilder would possibly stop Ruiz. His head movement is shocking. Good point. Good point. Hunter looks a horrible fight for anyone in the division. I agree. I agree. Jesus, when did they make the WBO global title? I have no idea. The WBO, the IBF, WBA, WBC, all these guys that keep on creating these titles, and I don't know what the point of them is. Josh K's not a prospect. He's fought fringe world level. I don't know about fringe world level. A few years ago they probably were, but not anymore. Subscribe to the channel. Big up H Money. He's meant to fight for the EBU's content. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Josh Kelly, he's already been Commonwealth champion. I don't know why he vacated that. Did he vacate it? I'm sure he vacated it when he beat that Australian guy here in Newcastle. Um, yeah, yeah, European title. Kaladi was stumbling around like a drunk all fight yesterday. Avanesian is a tough fight for Josh Kelly. He needs to learn a lot fast. Yeah, you're right about that one. Wilder, Ducker of the Year 2019 and his whole career, I agree. Ray Robinson is French. Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah. Well, people were slating Josh Kelly over that Ray Robinson. But I think the reason why Josh Kelly didn't win that fight is his own doing. He didn't throw punches. He just decided to stand there and just bob and weave and avoid the shots. There was no point to it. If he just threw a couple more punches per round, he'd have won that fight easily. I prefer matchroom shows, but I like the commentary on BT Sport. Anyone else who I don't like the commentary on BT Sport with that John Rawlins. I think John Rawlins is I don't know. I'm not keen on him. Felt sorry for Adam Bowie for his prospects. Burnett and Kelly seemed good technically. Sad news for Burnett. Yeah, Kelly seems inconsistent. Fair point. Will Wilder fight AJ even at 50% split? Nope. He got a gift. He could be right there on rival. Yeah, he could be right. Do we get Kelly versus Conor Ben? That's a fight that should have happened probably last year, to be fair. But I don't know. When that was first talked about, I was thinking, man, Kelly just does him easy work. But Kelly seems to have slipped a little bit, and Conor Ben seems to have come up a little bit. So I don't know about now. I still think Kelly wins, but it's going to be a bit closer than what I originally thought. Merry Christmas, the Supernaturals. Merry Christmas to you. Sport, have you heard AJ and Riyad Mahrez's wife story? Yeah, I did a video on it. Yeah, I did a video on that. I think it's just people gossiping, to be honest. I think that his wife and Wilder were just getting on. I think that's all it was. I don't think there's anything too much in it. I'm not a big fan of Josh Kelly and Joe Joyce. No? Yeah. I mean, I like Josh Kelly, but I mean, I am biased with him because he's from my neck of the woods. So. Joyce needs to step up. I think Joyce has been doing all right. I mean, against the likes of Bermain Stavern and Brian Jennings and that. I mean, considering the amount of fights he's had as a professional, I think he's doing all right. I'm not keen on that Michael Hope fight though. I'm not keen on that one. Watch the fight Huey or Hunter in prep for Tyson mandatory showdown as Tyson will avoid AJ after taking the belt of Wilder. I don't know. I think any of these top guys should stay away from Hunter right now. Don't get me wrong, I think Dillian White beats him, but you don't need a war. He doesn't need a war. Kaladi was, but man, he could bowl to fight with no legs. I honestly think in February, Ritson and Kelly should fight for the European title to Newcastle with undercard of Lawsy, Hunter, and Savannah Marshall before they all move forward. Ritson Taylor's too soon. Yeah, I think Ritson Taylor might be too soon for Ritson. I do need to get down to Lewis Ritson's gym and see Fannin and Thomas Patrick Ward and Martin Ward. I need to go see these guys. I really do need to get down there. It's just finding the time, isn't it? Because they're all the way down there out in the sticks. Right, give me a second, guys. I just need to go call someone real quick. Or just to remind them that I'm live. All right. So keep yourselves busy. I'll be 2 minutes. All right. And then I'll come back with Luther Clay. All right, I'm back, everyone. So, you all ready for Luther Clay? Let's give him a call. Let's get him on. Find it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Luther Clay, the Black Panther.
Hello, sporting icons.
Yo, the Black Panther. How are you, my man?
I'm good, man. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, first of all, congratulations on your last fight, last Thursday.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a good night.
Was it a tough fight?
I wouldn't say tough would be well. I say it was tricky. Like I always said, I always thought he would be very tricky. And in his credit, yeah, he was very. He made it difficult for me to get in range and stuff. And yeah, it was. But it was a good fight for me to have.
Yeah. But wasn't he supposed to fight at Moreno, wasn't he, at one point?
Yeah. So the way I actually got in position to fight over in Italy was because Morello, Freddie Kiewit was Morello's mandatory for the belt in the ranking, so he was meant to fight him, but he didn't want to fight him. He wanted to have a title, a voluntary defense of his belt.
Yeah.
And then they chose me because I had a higher ranking, like in terms of like the box rec rankings or whatever. So they chose me, and then and they also thought that I would have been an easier fight stylistically for them. And then once I had beaten him, the WBO has said that Luther has to fight Freddie
Right.
because we let Morello have a voluntary defense against him. So so they pushed Freddie upon me, and I said yes because funnily enough, I had called out Freddie and Paddy Gallagher 10 weeks prior before their fight.
Right.
Before we had a fight, so like I had already wanted Freddie or Paddy anyway. So yeah, so for me it was no problem. As soon as they said it, I was like, cool, let's go. And yeah, that's how I got into the position.
That's fantastic. I mean, you've had an excellent year, though, haven't you?
Yeah, you know what? It has really been a good year. I wasn't really expecting it to play out like this, but it's really been like the breakthrough. I would say so. I mean, it's been maybe it's going to lead into a bigger breakthrough, but I think it has been a good year for me getting on the 2 matchroom shows, and especially the next gen show in the UK was very big.
Yeah. So what's the plan for next year then? Because I heard you in your post-fight interviews. Heard Al Siesta mentioning Conor Benn.
I don't really know what the plan for next year. All I know is that the people at Matchroom and the crowd and everyone had really enjoyed my fight, and I think it leaves me in good stead to come back. And I had I'd heard Adam Smith talking about the Conor Benn fight during the commentary and stuff. So I feel like it's been on the radar. But in Al's opinion, he believes that fight is still a couple fights away.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine with me, and because obviously the thing is with a fight like that, yeah, I'll take it next. But if I could build up my profile a little bit and I'm allowed to have a couple more fights, maybe some more televised fights as well.
Mm-hmm.
That'll keep building me up and build my public presence, which is ultimately better for when the fight happens. But I mean, if they was to want it next, maybe they saw some holes they want to exploit, and then we take it next. But yeah, ultimately, I just go off what Al says.
No, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, why fight, say, a Conor Benn for X amount of money when in 2 fights' time you could probably double that?
Yeah, but you know how I am. If the bag is there, I'm going to take it.
Of course.
If the bag is there, I'm going to take it because in boxing, sometimes you got to take yours there. Because for me, I have this feeling that I know every fight I'm gonna be in is probably gonna be tough. It's never really gonna be like a given. Like even this Freddie fight, everyone was very excited for me, but realistically, you know what I mean? It wasn't like it was a given I was gonna win, or even I don't even know if I was favourite. So, you know, and I reckon if I want to keep getting on these televised cards, it's gonna be the same scenario. I'm gonna be going against very tough opposition. So like, if there's a payday there, I'm grabbing it.
Of course, yeah. It's called prize fighting for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I like your progress though. I think that like the way you're going. I mean, okay, so you're going into fights where quite clearly you're saying that a lot of people are excited because they don't know what's going to happen. But that's good though.
Yeah, I mean, it generates a buzz. Even if it's not like the mainstream buzz, it's generating like a buzz amongst the hardcores, and it's making conversation. That's what boxing fans like ultimately to discuss.
Yeah.
Like, the styles, what is this? Is he gonna be able to cope with this? It generates interest, and I'm not on like the mainstream yet, but if I'm on the hardcores and I'm in good fights and I'm progressing, ultimately when I finally get there, I'll be well more than equipped to deal with anyone. So I'm happy.
I mean, I think people need to remember is that you've only just got into boxing.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I've really only been boxing 3 years amateur, 15 to 18, and then 20 to 24 boxing. So it's approaching 4 years in February professional.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's not been basically 7 years experience in total. So it's very quite new to it. But I feel like I'm progressing well and picking things up, and I think my natural affinity to fighting helps me. It's helped me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have this heart inside the boxing ring where you just don't stop, do you? You just keep on going. You're not one to take a couple of rounds off. You go for every second of every round.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because in my head, maybe it seems like that, but in my head I do take rounds off. But maybe I don't make it seem so obvious.
Right.
But there'll be rounds where I'll be like, I will feel like I won this round, and I'll take it easy, and maybe I'll give a round away. Like Sakiwa, there was some rounds that he won, where I was like, I'm gonna give him this round because do you know what I mean? I worked hard the last round. I feel like I grabbed that round. Let me take this round and reset and look. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes you don't want to go 100% every round because more time. You got to remember that everything you're doing, the other guys adapting to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to give them a little bit. Then you got to take. You got to give and take. You got to give and take. Like you might have seen in the fight. I would attack. I would press him. I'd press him. Then I would step back and I'd let him do some work. But then sometimes if you're just constantly pressuring people, they will counter you or move, and do you know what I mean? Where it is if you press him a little bit, then step back, you're gonna be working him, then he'll try to work you, and you'll be able to use that. Like if you're planning it correctly. Whereas if I was never in a position where I was stepping back because Freddie was making me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would step back because I wanted to. Even if you saw the fight, you'd see me against the ropes letting him get up a combo.
Yeah.
But you never saw me in a position where I was on the ropes getting punished. I was just catching his punches. I was like, okay, you're done now. Then I'd either spin off or I'd hit him with like a counter, and he'd back off because obviously he felt the power or he got caught or something. So
you're controlling it.
Yeah, it's just ring IQ and knowing where you are at all times and like trying to like plan like a few steps ahead rather than letting the fight flow or just trying to push it.
Yeah. I've got a question here from Unrivaled Boxing Talk and News for you. He asked if you'd like to avenge the Tamayan defeat.
Not really. I mean, nah, I'm not really that bothered about it. Only reason why. One, it doesn't do me anything like. Yeah, it'd be cool to avenge the defeat, but it doesn't actually. What's the word? It won't help me going forward. Apart from like the whole mental thing, like get rid of your bogeyman, but it won't do anything for me. And I don't know. I've got past it and I've moved on from it.
Fair enough.
I feel like there's more to just move forward. Like he beat me, he got the decision.
Yeah.
I think it would be different if it was like a UK prospect where he beat me and he's gone on, and then I'm seeing him every day or I'm seeing the rankings. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, Fowler and Scotty Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Like it'd be different if, do you know what I mean, that kind of thing. But it's literally a guy from the other side of the world in Russia that is not even doing anything. He's had 2 fights since then. It doesn't bring me anything to go back revisit that fight, but you know.
That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. But I think there's more. I just think there's more to be done to just move forward. You know, like not looking at the back. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, like the Conor Ben fights and everything. Well, what about? I know we spoke about this before. What about you versus Joseph Laws at some point?
I mean, you know what? It's obviously.
I know you both support each other. I know you do, but
yeah, I don't know Joe Laws like personally.
Yeah.
Or obviously I've never met him. He's from
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Where's it? Benwell. Sorry. That's the one.
Yeah.
Obviously I don't know him. I'm friendly with him on social media. I like the guy. He's cool, and I'm to be honest with him, he's given me like a lot of advice on previous opponents. Like when I fought Danny Craven, he had messaged me saying, I've sparred this guy, you know, blah blah blah. You're gonna do this. Do you know what I mean? So like, just that, like, it's just respect. Like, I appreciate that very much. So like, in terms of me like fighting him, I mean, I wouldn't be calling him out or whatever because I'm just not that interested. But obviously, it's boxing. If like Hearn was like, "Oh, do you want to fight Ben or Bomber for X and X?"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Hey, Joe, do you want to fight?" Like, we would fight because it's not personal. Well, and with our stars, go have a tear up, of course. So if that was a thing. If they offer me good money and on a good card, and they're like, let's do it. Yeah, I'm sure we both do it, and then sit afterwards and get like fucked up afterwards.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just one of them things. I'm not gonna be calling him out or whatever. And if he calls me out, then that's cool. Then we'll go at it. But
Yeah, of course.
It's just one of them. If we meet at the day we're welterweights, I don't know if he's competing at welter or light welter. I think he's between the two. I'm not too sure. But if we meet, we meet. But it is what it is. It's not really on my radar as well because the number of fights he had. Oh, how many fights did he have? 8.
8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 or 9. Well, he's been pre-active then. That's last time, for some reason I thought he's been active. Really, he's only been active like probably a year, right? So he's been keeping very busy, which is very good actually. So I mean, if he climbs up the rankings and later on, if he fancies it or Matchroom fancy it or whatever, like an offer gets put through, whatever, then of course it's a fight. We don't turn down fight.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. And but yeah, all respect to the Benwell Bomber, man. I'm a fan.
Yeah. And what about Al Siesta? I mean, I've met him a couple of times now. A real nice guy, and he certainly has your best interests at heart.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like I always say, I've got nothing but great words to say about Al. He's done a lot for me, and I'm just happy that I've been able to win the belt, defend it for him, and then kind of like I don't know. Like I think Al wants me to be his first grown from the start kind of champion. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
he would have built the champion, and that's what I want for myself. That's what I want for him. So yeah, I hope we can really make that happen. Like, I can become, like a Siesta's own, hopefully future world champion, something like that. You never know. Anything's possible.
That's good, because that sounds like that you and Al are in it for the long term, as in you're not planning on jumping ship or anything like that, which is fantastic.
No, I know. It's very hard. It's in boxing. In boxing, there are very good managers, but that can get you in opportunities, but they might not actually have your best interest at heart.
Yeah.
Like, he has my best interest at heart, and not only that, he's good at his job. Like, if he wasn't good at his job, even if I had my best interest at heart, I wouldn't stay with him, because at the end of the day, I only have one career. But Al's very good at his job. He knows what he's doing. He's always delivered for me. And he has my best interest at heart. So when someone knows what they're doing, they're good at their job, and they're delivering, why would you want to jump ship? Yeah, of course, you maybe like, there's other managers that have more power or whatever, or do you know what I mean? I'm not saying doesn't have power. I'm saying, like, like how there's let's say if you signed with Sims or someone like that, they can get you on every card or whatever, get you big sponsors, but it's not all about that. Like,
it's about progression, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about progression. It's about someone knowing you in and out, your strengths, your weaknesses, knowing what you need to develop. Do you know what I mean? And Al knows. No one knows me better than Al. No one knows me better than Al. Like, many situations. There's been so many fights where I'll be like, I'm not ready for this, and Al's just been, shut up. You're not like, do you know what I mean? And I went on to win, and so, like, Al knows me very, very well. So when someone's like that, you can't say no. I'm trying to think which fight it was. I think Danny Craven fight, I wanted to pull out. There's been a lot of times when I'm like, I'm not ready for this. When he sent me to spar Kelly for the first time, when he sent me to spar Taylor, I was like, I ain't ready for this. He's like, shut up, go spar, man. And I did very well, and like, so he had that confidence in me, and now before I had it, and now that confidence is building. It's all because of him, because he knows boxing, and he knew what he saw in me. So then that ultimately ended up making me believe in myself, kind of thing.
No, that's it. I mean, what's good as well is that when other promoters and what have you come calling, he's quite willing to let you fight on their platform, whereas many don't.
Yeah. I mean, I'll understand that, as the PBC guys say, there is no other side of the street. There's no other side of the street. Everyone's on the same street. If it makes sense for your career progression, and it makes sense for you financially, and ultimately, if you believe you can win the fight, not to say you should only take fight. Like, I believe that you should only take fights that you believe you can. Not that that everyone thinks you can win, but in order to go into a fight, you should believe that you can win, right? Even if you're not the favorite, or as long as in your mind you see something, or you see a way of you winning the fight, you should take it. And that's how Al sees it. Like, there's always going to be risks, especially the way we're going about it. But if there's a chance that you see, and there's any gaps in other guys' game, then that you think you can exploit, then you should take the fight, because as long as you have ample time to train, and you train correctly, you're gonna increase your chances. And if you stick to a game plan, have a good team, then I understand boxing, especially when you're coming from what we're coming from, like, basically out of nowhere, bottom obscurity. You have to take risks to get reward, because you're not going to get rewarded with no risks. And with not having a name, not having a growing fan base, but not a big one, you're going to have to do certain things and find ways around to get to where you want.
Tim, you're pretty good ticket seller, though, aren't you?
My ticket, it's growing. Like, I'm starting to do well, but once again, this is what I'm saying. I feel like when I first started, once again, because I was coming out of nowhere. I was selling okay tickets, but it was hard because people don't know me as a boxer. They're like, oh, you're turned professional. What you know? Who are you? Like, do you even box? Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So it come from that, me not being known as a boxer, and then suddenly saying, oh, come watch my professional fight. Tickets are £40, £60. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So people weren't really interested. And then it's been growing steadily, and now, of course, I'm starting to get on these televised cards. Like, people are like taking more notice and knowing me as a boxer rather than that kid I went to school with, who's now a boxer. Do you know what I mean? So
sure.
That's why it's growing and it's steadily growing. And once again, like, I grew up in the area I grew up in, Bracknell. Obviously I don't have any family here, like, so I don't have that. You know, like a lot of people, you can sell a lot of things to your family and their friends and stuff like that. I don't have that.
Right.
So I'm very isolated in the sense that, you know, I've had to really grow the following that I have from scratch, from like 10, 20, 30 friends to 30 to 40 to 60 to 80 to 100. 110. Do you know what I mean? It's been growing like that, but it's been very hard. But it's getting there, and hopefully it's going to keep growing, especially with the bit of attention around my name after the last fight.
Well, the last two fights, there's been a lot of people who I see your name pop up quite a bit now.
Yeah, it's good to see. I'm not going to be the dark horse, dark horse for much longer.
Yeah. I mean, do you have anybody in mind for like your next fight or two? Is there any kind of like decent names that you wouldn't mind having a fight with?
I think there are some names.
Like a Johnny Barton?
Names. That I'm not going to drop no one. I ain't giving you.
Come on, man. Call them out. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, loud, man. Not yet. There are some names that are in place. I believe, like, maybe we're looking for like something like a Commonwealth title at some point down the line, and so, and if that gets made, the name that we're thinking of getting is a UK name, good fighter that people will be excited about. But we just like to do things under the radar, and then when you see it, when the announcements get made, the fans are happy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of UK boxing fans, especially in the UK, they like the domestic clashes. So there will be domestic clashes in 2020, but you guys will know when it's the right time, because that's how we work. We like to do things like that, and then.
I'm trying to think who the Commonwealth champion is. The last one I knew was Josh Kelly, but I think he vacated it, didn't he?
Yeah, he vacated. I don't think there's a champion right now, but
right.
There's not a champion. I think it's vacant, but there's someone that we have in mind that's a British prospect for 2020, maybe the second fight 2020. So like, things are being put in order. I believe Al has told me that I've got a fight in March. So I'll have that fight. And then
is that on his show or a Matchroom? What's that one?
I don't know.
Right.
I have no idea. I think it would be. Is there any shows? I mean, is there any shows with Matchroom? They got a show every month now.
yeah, they do.
But I don't know. If it was Matchroom, that would be great. Get that exposure again. But I mean, I'll fight wherever. I mean, wherever there's a show.
Actually, yeah, someone just said that Chris Jenkins is currently the Commonwealth champ.
Oh, is he the Commonwealth champ as well?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That's a bit, fair enough. I mean, yeah, shit, Chris Jenkins. I'll fight Chris Jenkins.
Yeah?
Fight Chris Jenkins. He's a good
There we go,
boxer.
there's a call out, that's what I was waiting for. Go on.
I'll fight Chris Jenkins, but obviously I don't really think I'm in, I guess I'm rated quite high now in the UK. I mean, I'm not a big name for him, but I would fight someone like Chris Jenkins, because at the end of the day, it's a champion. Like, someone like that is worth. It's worth saying how I'd fight you, because their big name and whatnot.
Yeah, well, he's got the British as well.
Yeah, Chris Jenkins. If you want an easy fight,
Don't sell yourself short.
if you want an easy voluntary fight, Chris Jenkins, I'm here for you, man. But yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. That would.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
Yeah.
He might suffer from a cut though, man. His last 2 fights, they've been obviously not his fault. It's not his fault, definitely not. But it's been a bit lackluster defenses.
Yeah.
Especially Paddy was doing quite well in that fight, actually, wasn't he? Before the cut, was he coming on strong? I heard.
I didn't see that fight. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't see either. I just heard that it was just getting good, and then the cut re-opened up, and obviously went to the points, and Jenkins was up by a round. So, but yeah,
let's get that fight on. Eddie Hearn, Al Siesta, get it done.
Yeah. You know, I'm not going to interfere in Al's plans. You know, he's got his plan, and I'm gonna go by that. But you know, just saying out there, why not?
Although Blue Collar Sports, he's saying that you versus Chris Congo. That'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Chris Congo is also a very good fighter. Like once again, he's not. Everyone knows Chris Congo is a very good fighter. But once again, that is a high risk fight, of course, and that would be also.
He's in Dylan White's gym, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe he's in. What's that gym? Miguel's.
Miguel's, yeah.
I think he's at Miguel's. But yeah, he's a very good fighter as well. So, like I say, the welterweight division is not short of names.
No, exactly. You're never not going to be able to get a fight, are you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a gift and a curse. Like, there's just so many fights, and to be honest, I believe that in the very near future, you'll probably see me fight. You'll probably see me fight everyone you want to see me fight, because I'm down to make those fights, but also I've got to also put myself first in carrying on my progression as a fighter, and also as like a personality and stuff. Like you saw of like people like Richie Riakpo and Jack Massey on the weekend. Like the support they had. I was staying in the hotel. I walk into the hotel, no one recognized me, obviously.
Yeah.
They walk in after the fight, the whole hotel's going crazy. Like I'm like the whole like 200 people in the lobby. That's just in the lobby. Like,
wow.
You know, it's proud. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, that's just your call. That's where you want to get to at the end of the day, because you know that support, you know that equals money. You know, like you know what I mean, and that their person must be high. So that's where you want to get to for these fights. I know for the fans obviously. I'm a boxing fan, so I know, like, especially when there's like super fights, you want to see this person, this fight, this person, but then you got to remember, like, it's got to get to the point where when we fight so the people that you want us to fight is worth it in terms of like
financials.
We need to make the money match the risk of taking that loss, because that loss is once you take that loss, your next fight afterwards it's not a slight cut. Sometimes you go back to earning nothing, go back to selling tickets, or taking a major pay cut. So, like, that's why fighters are like, it's got to be worth it. Because, truthfully, honestly, you can fight for a British title for 20 grand, 30 grand, you lose, and then your next fight, you're selling tickets again.
Right, okay.
Not paid. So,
yeah, that makes sense.
You gotta wait till your profile matches. It's okay when you're at the top and you've got a good profile, and if you lose, it's calm because you've still got a good profile. Do you know what I mean? And
right.
You're worth something. But when you're an upcoming fighter, it's very hard. Like, for example, you know, remember the great fight, Felix Cash and Jack Cullen.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That Jack Cullen fight, entertaining, amazing. He'll come back from that. He'll come back. He won't have took like his pay cut might be a bit less, but it won't be too bad.
Yeah.
He's still got that support because people know him now, what a great fight he is. But if that would have happened 3 fights ago, before Jack Cullen had fought John Harding, he wouldn't be in the same position he'd be at now, because no one would know him.
That's true. That's a good way of looking at it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way. It's just that. That's why fans might get frustrated because they don't see the prospects fight when they think they should fight. But it's just a case of literally timing for your public presence to be known enough for when maybe something doesn't go your way, you can bounce back and you still be in a good position financially, blah blah blah, whatever. And you're not back on paying for a journeyman.
Of course.
Or paying selling tickets for a journeyman and you're not taking anything. It's very very hard. So that's basically why you don't see the matchups as soon as you want them. But yeah, I feel like I'm waffling now.
No, you're not. You're making a lot of sense. You're making a lot of sense. No, of course. Yeah. I mean, it's not always things that like a fans want to hear, but ultimately, if any fans in your position, they'd be exactly the same, wouldn't they?
Of course, because you got to put food in your mouth.
Of course.
There's no minimum wage. There's no set.
Yeah.
There's no minimum wage in this boxing game.
Yeah.
I've been fighting for 4 years, training fighting for 4 years, and I've only made this. I've probably only made pay money for 3 fights out of the 13, 14 or whatever it is. So these are things that people don't consider, and
yeah, of course.
But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to be able to keep your training and everything, because what you don't need is to have like a full-time job and do your boxing part-time, do you?
No, of course not.
Right, I've got one more question for you then, from Blue Collar Sports TV. He says, who is the best fighter that you've ever sparred? Other than Asinia Byfield, let's leave that one out because he's your good mate.
I think the best fighter I've ever sparred. Well, okay, I'll rate it like this: the best fighter in terms of accolades I've sparred is Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
However, I didn't find the Josh Taylor spar hard simply because of the style in which he fights.
Right.
He's aggressive, so he's coming towards me. I tend to take center ring, so it wasn't hard to find each other.
Sure.
So it was just a case, we were just in the center of the ring most of the time, having it out. The most difficult guy, to the point where I don't like sparring him because I just feel like I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Josh Kelly.
Right.
Josh Kelly can't get off on me in terms of he can do what he wants because I know how to disable him. Yeah. But I just, at this current moment, I'm just not able to hit him.
Yeah. He's very elusive, isn't he?
So he can't hit me. I can't. Well, he can hit me at times, but he can't do what he wants. Yeah. I'm too strong for that. But I'm just not skilled enough or operating at a high enough level to hit him. So whenever they ask me for sparring, I'm just like, oh, what is the point? I get frustrated because ultimately I'm an aggressive fighter. So I'm not there to.
You like your target to be there.
I'm not there to move around the ring and be okay with feinting and fencing. I want to get work done.
Yeah.
So if I'm being there and I'm being forced to feint and move and be defensive, but then when I try to be offensive, it's not effective. Yeah. It's just, for me, it's a killjoy.
Yeah, of course. Just punch it out.
After that, I'll say this isn't part of the question, but the hardest puncher I've ever faced was when I was in Russia. I sparred kid Igor Adlebar. Watch out for him. He also has a version of the WBO title in welterweight. Igor Adlebar. His KO percentage isn't that high right now. I think he's had 8 fights and 3 KOs. But the kid can crack really, really fucking hard.
Right.
But I think it's a case of he has I think his gas tank is not as good. So I think he hits really hard, but his if you make it past the first 3 rounds of him, then you're okay because then he slows down a bit. But he cracks hard. He cracks hard, man. I was sparring him for the Tamayan fight. Did a lot of rounds with him, and he's really good.
What's his name again?
Igor Adlebar. If you go on my Lost to Tamayan and you go on the event on BoxRec, you'll see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, quite check him out. Although speaking of
his last fight's on Daily Motion. He fought a Filipino or a Thai kid for the WBO, whatever title it was. Really good, really fun fight to watch.
Was you in the gym when the senior biofood was kicking off?
No, I was actually. I was in the gym with him a couple of days before. When he sparred someone and then he kicked them out of the gym for doing rounds or something.
Yeah.
Nah. I was sparring him a couple of days before that. I saw the video.
Yeah. God, he went in on them boys, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, that's the ghost.
Yeah. No, he's good. He is. I like him.
Yeah, he's good, man. I don't know, man. I hope he managed to get whatever, because he was in America recently. I hope he managed to get whatever he was trying to do out there done, and
He's been sparring some good lads, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've seen him sparring Shane Mosley Jr.
Yeah. He's in the TMT gym, isn't he?
Don't know whether he sparred Porter or he just took some pictures, but yeah, senior's a problem. It's a shame. It's a shame that whatever he's going through, it's a shame what's happened to him in terms of not being able to get fights or get signed with anyone. I don't really know what the logistics of it, because I tend not to get involved in anyone's career or pride. Sure. But yeah, I'd like to see him in the ring soon. But hopefully he can get something done.
That's it. And do you think that you'll move up in weight, or move down in weight, or are you just comfortable at welter?
I think for me right now, I think I'm a small, normal size welter. I think it would be too much. I think I could go down to light welter, but it would be a task. So for me right now, I'm concentrating on filling out as a welter. I'm just doing. I'm not trying to put on like muscle or anything, but I'm just doing a lot of strength work and trying to fill out a bit and just become a good size for the weight, because I'm very comfortable with this weight. I'm strong at this weight. I make it relatively. So it's not easy, but I'm not gaunt or anything. You probably see me at weight. I'm quite calm. Quite good at the weight. So I think I'll be at this weight for a very long time. I believe.
Yeah.
So welterweight's going to be my division.
Nice one. It's a fantastic division, domestically and world. So, as I said before.
For sure. Have you did you watch this weekend's boxing? No, Liam Williams last night.
He looked awesome, didn't he?
Yeah, he's awesome. I was surprised he stopped, because even Andre didn't stop Atlantis Fox.
Didn't Andre get dropped by him?
I don't know if he got dropped. It wasn't a good fight. I remember watching it. It was a very boring fight. But yeah, Liam Williams looked amazing. And who else? Josh Kelly as well fought on the weekend. And yeah, him and Yulusinov. I don't know why they don't build that fight up.
Yeah, it's a rematch from the amateurs, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's kind of like the whole Mike Connon kind of thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
I think they'll probably do it if Kelly gets past Avanesian.
Yeah, man,
that's on February. Is it February or something like that? I forgot what it said.
Is that a done deal? Because I've seen them.
Yeah, it's done deal.
Is that a done deal?
Yeah, for the European title.
Oh, what do you think about that?
I think if Josh Kelly turns up focused and doesn't showboat, he should get the job done. But if he starts showboating and tries to do that matrix avoiding the punches, I think Evanesian could clip him.
Yeah. You see, I don't know, because I sparred Josh obviously, and I sparred David the one time. But I have a funny suspicion David was being very nice to me at the time, because I think that was the Danny Craven fight. Right. So I can't even. I don't really feel like I have a good understanding of what David truly is, because I feel like he was being nice to me in the spar.
Right.
Yeah, I feel, because obviously he was letting his hands go, but I didn't feel like he was punching with intent.
Right.
I don't know how. Or maybe that was an unfocused David. No, because he's had one of those career fights where he's been on and off. Like he looked very good against Shane Mosley. Do you remember?
Yeah,
He went and fought Lamont Peterson, and he just didn't turn up, and then so he's definitely like world fringe level kind of thing. And then I think Josh has proved that he's fringe world as well, if not world with the fight with Robinson. I feel like he gave that fight away. So like it's very interesting. So you've definitely got two fringe world level guys right there, and then the winner really will push on. Like I really like watching Josh's career plan out because although people are not like I think he gets a lot of stick online, but
yeah, it does.
Like mate, if you think about it like this, Kell Brook, one of our best welterweights ever. Well, I won't say ever, but in recent times. Look how long it took him to push on to world level, how many fights it took him.
Yeah.
And he looked good when he was coming up, but look how long it took him. And then look at Josh Kelly. Okay, maybe his fans are not as pleased with his performances, but look at what he's done in a short span of time.
Yeah, exactly. He's already got a Commonwealth under his belt now, hasn't he? And he's still undefeated at the minute. Just.
And he's top, and he's like top 20, top 25 in the world. So yeah, I mean sometimes it's easy. It's easy to be critical, but you got to think of the time frame which he's doing it, and no one's asking him to do it that quickly either. You know, they'll still believe in him. So I really want to see that David fight. It's going to be really interesting. But yeah, David's on a little run at the moment, so it's interesting.
Is it David Avanesian? Is he anything to do with Alcesta?
He was Al was his first. That's when Al was first getting into the boxing game. I think he managed David quite early before he moved on to Carl Greaves.
Right.
Is it Carl Greaves his trainer and manager, right?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Something like that. I don't know, but yeah, that was Al's first fighter. And we shared the same trainer as well.
Right. Okay.
Gennady Gordienko. So yeah.
Oh, nice. That's it. I mean, apparently that is confirmed. I don't know where it is. I know some people are saying that potentially Newcastle, but I know I have to wait and see as to exactly when it is. But I'm sure I heard him say February. But it's definitely signed anyway.
Well, looking forward to that one. That's going to be a cracker for sure, man.
Definitely. And all right, and so I'll let you crack on with your day. Looking forward to a very active 2020 for you.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be very active. Definitely going to be some good fights.
Definitely.
And yeah, I'm sure you'll know soon.
Yeah. Well, as soon as we find out, we'll get you back on. Yeah.
Of course, man.
All right, and buddy. So you enjoy your Christmas and your New Year, and we'll speak to you soon.
And you, man. Thanks for calling me.
No worries, buddy. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye bye. All right, everyone. Let me open this back up again. There we go. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys could hear that okay, hopefully. Right, I've got one more. You want another one? Oh, got a good one here. If you all want to... if he's going to reply, he just said that he's free. So let's see. Let's get someone else on, shall we? Another fighter. Here's another fighter. Well, while I'm waiting for him to respond, because he said that he was free. That was about 15 minutes ago. So hopefully he's still free. If he is, let's get him on. I'm just waiting for him to respond. I said, hopefully you guys have heard. You managed to hear the audio, okay? Yeah. Luther's a real nice guy, very, very humble guy. I said he's not one for calling people out. He's more one of these guys that he wants to do his talking in the ring rather than on the outside of the ring. But yeah, awesome guy. No worries, H Bunny. No worries. Got another one, and it's going to be a heavyweight. Well, actually, just in case he's not free, because he hasn't. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on, hang on. All right. Right, everyone. So give me 2 minutes, okay, and I'll come straight back because I'm gonna leave the room because I don't know how to put this one on mute for now, just in case he's not free because he did tell me he was free about 15-20 minutes ago. So give me a minute, all right? So keep chatting amongst yourselves. Make sure you are subscribed, by the way, and you are clicking thumbs up. So I'm just gonna give this guy a call just to make sure. All right, guys. He hasn't answered yet, so I guess maybe he's driving or something. So he'll see the missed call, he'll see the message, and he'll call back. Anyway, you all keeping yourself active, so apologies for that. Anyway, are you all set for Christmas? Hopefully you are. All right, let's get some chat up while I'm waiting. Where is it? Here we go. All right. Yeah, smash that like button. Smash it. Smash it good. Where are all your subs? 46,000 of them, yet under 100 for the live. Well, it's Sunday, isn't it? A lot of people are out and about doing all the Christmas shopping. Daniel Dubois will knock out a Jagba, maybe. I still need to see that a Jagba fight though. So you guys saying how he got dropped. So I do need to go check that one out. Wrapped all the presents today. Took me ages. Yeah, I haven't wrapped any yet. Got little mans and everything. So, although he's got a couple of gifts under the tree already from my mum, so his nan. No idea what they are. Yeah. Now I got what have I got? 46,121. That's the live sub count for now. So we're doing all right. I never knew you did live streams. Do you only stream? No, Mark. I don't really. I haven't done live streams in quite some time. Just that I've got a little bit of time today. My little boy's upstairs playing on his Xbox and his Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I'm just doing it just while I've got a little bit of time. Let's see if He's about. Wait a second. Got chopped by a bun. Oh, that's a cloud say. I'm sure Joe Joyce beat him. I'm sure he did. Any update on Del Boy versus Usyk? No, nothing yet. Nothing yet. I don't quite know what's happening with that. I suppose that depends on what's happening with the WBO world title shot at the minute. So I suppose once I sort that out. No, it's not Dylan. That's not Dylan. I think he's busy at the minute. I'm just trying to see who's on there. See if I get at least another one on there for you. You're on Pokemon Sword. My little boy, he plays that Pokemon. He's got that Pokemon. I don't know, something on his Nintendo Switch. I don't know what it is. Because he's 7 years old, means that reading isn't quite his thing right now. He's forever, Daddy, what's it say? Daddy, what's that say? G-Man! There you go. There's a channel member right there. G-Man, hope you're good. White Del Boy and AJ end of the year. Yeah. What do you think about Fury Wilder, the rematch? Depends on Fury. Hopefully he hasn't been distracted by this whole WWE thing, the writing of the book, the singing, and all this kind of stuff. Hopefully he's focused. If he's focused, he beats Wilder, easy work. But I don't know. But either way, we're going to get to see Fury Wilder twice in 2020, so that's what's going to happen. Wait a second, I'm going to message someone else, actually, for now, because the other lad doesn't seem to be available. Go for Ben Davison. Maybe it was Ben Davison that left him. I don't know. Alright, I'll have to send someone else a message. I don't want to send too many people in the boxing game messages, because if quite a few people say yes, then I'm going to be stuck for time. I don't know who's who, and I don't want to keep people on the back burner. I hope they have the ring belt on the line. Yeah, they do. The Ring Magazine belt's on the line. So it would be WBC, Ring Magazine, and lineal if you believe in lineal. So lucky Luciano. How naughty. How naughty. Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. 2 Olympic gold medalists, undisputed champion versus unified champion. 2-time unified champion, yeah. Been an interesting fight, but for me, I mean, Joshua's been fighting short opponent after short opponent after short opponent, and Joshua, he fights better when he fights tall opponents. So I want to see him in there with. I mean, Pulev isn't the biggest guy in the world, but he's big compared to some of them. So for me, I think that Joshua versus Pulev, that would be the more logical fight. It would, and then have a unification against Usyk a bit later in the year. If Usyk defeats Chisora or Parker, whoever it may be, I don't know. Can I get AJ on the line? Nah, man, his team won't let me get anywhere near him. They keep giving me the runaround. They keep saying, yeah, of course, we'll sort it out, and then they don't. So I'm not going to hold my hopes up, and I'm not going to keep on chasing and flogging a dead horse. I ain't going to do that. Tell AJ to stop calling you all the time. Pulev gets stopped 7 to 9 rounds. Yeah, maybe. Toby, what's up? The man, 777. I don't know why vacating belt is an option. WBA gave 6 months for their fight. Yeah, I think a lot of it is that AJ needs to have proper camps now. So he's going to need like a 2 to 3 month camp, and obviously rest time and that as well. Maybe John Fury gave him the boot. Maybe. Because I know John wasn't happy. I don't quite know what happened in training or anything for him to be a little bit upset. It'd be good to get AJ on. It'd be really good to get AJ on, but as I said, getting hold of him's like getting hold of the Pope. You've got like so many blocks. You've got to go through this person, this person, this person just to get to him. And I got all the way, and I was about to get AJ on, and then AJ went to Dubai for a holiday. This was a few months ago. So I thought, right, okay, fine. I'll wait for him to get back from Dubai, and then his team just kept saying, well, you know, DAZN and Sky Sports have priority and everything, and I was like, right, okay. Same with Tyson Fury as well. I got the all clear, and then I went through one of his management, and they wanted paying. I was like, I ain't paying anyone to come on. I don't care if it's Fury or not. I ain't paying nobody. AJ suggests 3 fights in 2020. Maybe. I think he should. I mean, I think 2 fights a year is not enough for him. But yeah, I don't know. But if he does have 3, who's it going to be? If he was to win the first 2, so if he was to beat Pulev, then beat Usyk, who will be the other one? I don't know. No idea. It's difficult to say, isn't it? It's difficult to say. I'm just seeing if anybody's going to be still about. Boxers used to be reachable. Yeah, well, I mean, it's all like red tape, isn't it? I mean, every man and his dog wants to interview AJ, so it's about priorities, I suppose. Maybe his team don't see me as a priority. I don't know. Maybe AJ don't. Maybe AJ's like, screw Sport and Icon, stuff in. I don't want him. Maybe, I don't know. Hunter and Povetkin was a title eliminator, but what happened? Now it's a draw. Maybe these guys are going to have a rematch. I don't know. Maybe. What happened there? Al Heyman is protecting Deontay Wilder from punches. Well, he always has done, hasn't he? Well, say Al Heyman, I think it's more Shady Finkel. Shady Finkel didn't want him to fight Klitschko because of what Klitschko had done to him in sparring. He didn't want him to fight Fury when Fury first beat Vlad. Not that Fury was particularly open to be fighting him anyway, because he'd already signed a rematch with Klitschko. Yeah, he's avoided AJ. He's avoided Dubois White. He avoided the Povetkin fight. Again, most people seem to think that Povetkin's a cheater, but he's actually not. Well, I'll say he's not. It was proven to be contamination, so Deontay Wilder has a weak chin like his brother. God, his brother's got glass jaw, hasn't he? Glass jaw. He's like a Amir Khan chin. He really is. Do you think PBC will bring their own belts in? I do, Barry. I do. And the Fox Sports director, whatever his name was, he pretty much confirmed that. But of course, he was hoping that it was going to be a Wilder versus Ruiz kind of moment. So, Marcellus Wilder's chin is as fragile as a Fabergé egg. Yeah. Andy versus Wilder once he loses his WBC. Yeah. I think it will go like this. I think it will be AJ versus Pulev, then AJ versus Usyk. And with the other side, it'll be those 2 fights with Wilder Fury. Then Dillian White will fight Fury for the WBC, and the winner of Fury White will go fight AJ for Undisputed. That's how I think it's going to be. Yeah, you're right about that one, Kat. He didn't want to fight Charles Martin either at the time. You are right. It was a shame, isn't it? Because Wilder would have smoked Charles Martin. He would have beasted him. Absolutely beasted him. And he would have been a unified heavyweight champion. But for whatever reason, they didn't want to make that fight. So AJ made his move. And it is what it is. Trying to find who's that. You know what it is? I've got so many different fighters in that in my phone book, and whatever. I don't want to message too many people in case too many come back and go, yeah, let's do it. Chuckles at Wilder's overrated power. Deontay Wilder ducked Charles Martin. He did, yeah. He would have made him do a 720 in the air. Yeah, he would have done. He really would have done. Although, who do you guys think AJ should fight? Do you think he should fight Pulev or Usyk if he has to choose one of them? If it's in his control where he has to vacate one of them and fight the other one, which one do you think Joshua should fight and will fight? He should fight Pulev, says Fat Apples. Daryl Alexander says Pulev. Lucky Luciano says Pulev. George Taylor says Usyk. Ooh. Blue Collar Sports says Usyk. Lucky says, Pulev's easier, yeah. H Money says Usyk, yeah. Pulev, like you said, says Mustafa, yeah. I think logically Pulev will be the one. Only because if he has to vacate the IBF and then Pulev goes and gets that IBF, they're keeping it over on Top Rank. They ain't going to risk him against AJ. They ain't going to do it. So, as Pulev has proven with his last few fights against Bogdan Dinu, who lost the fight before against Jarrell Miller, and fighting a gatekeeper in Booker, whatever his name was. I've got his name, Booker, somebody. That kind of goes to show you the level of what Pulev is. So he'll keep on fighting these kind of guys. Maybe Pulev will end up fighting a Otto Wallin or something for the IBF. Because he won't fight a Fury, he won't fight a Joshua, he won't fight a White or a Wilder. So that belt will be tied up. Let Del Boy have a crack. Why not? Catbox says Pulev because Usyk you should fight after Tuxedo McGee. AJ should fight Usyk so we can see what Usyk is made of at heavyweight. Yeah. Pulev easier fight and makes the Usyk fight easier to make. No brainer. Yeah, all right. That's my thinking too slow. Usyk as Wilder would never do that. Yeah. Pete Boxer says Pulev let the usual have another heavyweight fight. Yeah. I'd like Usyk, but I see it being Pulev. Yeah. If they vacate the IBF, the PBC could snatch it as Kaunaki. There you go. Yeah. You're right about that. Yeah, Kaunaki. I forgot about that. I think Kaunaki probably beats Pulev as well. Klitschko destroyed Pulev. Pulev is easy. Yeah. I don't think Pulev is easy. He's just rangy. Just that. But since he lost to Klitschko, he seems to have lost a lot of his balls. You know, his backbone seems to have gone. Stephen O says Usyk. Usyk needs some fights at heavyweight. Says Cat. Yep. It'd be interesting with Usyk and Chisora, wouldn't it? Be very interesting. Actually, I think Fury beats Wilder. AJ versus Fury for unification, and the winner should fight Usyk. Why not? Any in my opinion, says the man 777. AJ has a back foot to deal with Usyk 15 rounds and the power to put both to sleep, yeah. Pulev, keep the belts all in house in case vacating is required. There you go. I have a weird feeling that Fury knocks out Wilder this time. I hope you're right. If they do strip AJ, I think Dillian White should get Alexander Usyk, even though it won't happen. No, it won't happen because the WBO and the IBF and the WBA as well all see Dillian White as world champion for the WBC because he's interim world heavyweight champion. So that's why he's not ranked as well. So no, he won't get it. I think Wilder will fight Ruiz if he ever comes to Fury. Probably, yeah. Well, no, actually, he's going to have to fight Dillian White. He's going to have to fight Dillian White. Dubois versus Kuzma is a good fight. Yeah, I agree with that, Tins. I do agree with that. That's a good fight. Has Usyk ever had his chin properly tested? In the amateurs, yeah. Yeah. Although I think that Marius Bradis, he tested him quite a bit. He tested him quite a bit. Kuzma would lose badly against Dubois. Could be right. Loki, what's up? So, Bycons, good to see you live streaming. Thank you very much. Good to see you too. Welcome. Usyk should have a couple of fights before AJ, and he will have no chance at the moment. Needs a couple of fights to get a proper feel for the weight. Good call. If there was one fight that never happened that you wish had, what would it be? Calzaghe Froch springs to mind. Yeah, I agree with that one. Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, another one. AJ Wilder, that's what we'll be talking about. Wilder White, when we talk about that one. Cat Basketball's Usyk versus Kanaki, good fight. Interesting fight. Yeah, I've seen that one, H-Money. Darren Jacobs, he broke his nose. Although, did you all see that Chavez Sr. was sat there in the crowd, and when Junior pulled out, he just put his head in his hands, like shaking and asking, why are you pulling out? he ain't cut from the same cloth, is he? Fury should concentrate on boxing skills, not goof off. I agree. Do you think we have an undisputed champion by end of 2021? And if so, who do you think it will be? No, I don't think we will. No, we won't. Because Fury and Wilder, these two are tied up. Then the winner's going to have to be fighting Dillian White. So no, we don't see undisputed. Kuzmin will be knocked out by Dubois. He's to have an opposition to give him rounds. I think Dubois versus Hughie Fury would be an interesting one, wouldn't it? Is it true Sean Porter fought Usyk in the amateurs? Yeah. In the amateurs it did, yeah. Right, I'm not getting a reply. So I have to end this in a minute. So I did try to get another one. I said I don't want to message too many boxers and managers and that out there in case I get too many replies. So I've messaged a couple, and one I was because I was doing the Luther Clay one just now. For those of you who missed, rewind this live chat by about 20 minutes, and you'll see me and Luther Clay on there. So, but while I was chatting with Luther Clay, one person, heavyweight, said, "Yeah, let's do it," but obviously I didn't see it because I was using the phone. Do you think the financial negotiation error from Eddie starting to give Wilder? Yeah, exactly. Now he said 50-50. They're all going to want 50-50, aren't they? But hey, listen, ultimately, how much they get paid, I don't care. As long as the fight gets made. Khan Brook in their prime. Yeah. Isn't it a shame that fight never happened? He was pissed, yeah. Fury would join the WWE. Could well do, Barry. Could well be. Yeah, Hughie Fury versus Dubois would be great. Yeah. Foss444, welcome, a channel member right there. If anybody else wants to be a channel member, click that join button. Dr. Ashley, what's up? Yeah, Foss, I've been live for 2 hours now. Been live for 2 hours. I mean, unless one of these people come through, I ain't gonna. Yeah, because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything today. I'm really hungry. Really hungry. And my little boy's gonna be hungry now as well. I've got to go do him some food. I watched a video about Wilder Fury fans could be. They said we might keep seeing Wilder Furies go on and fight Pinman again. Yeah, probably. Probably. We had some good fights in 2020. But yeah, we have. Yeah, Dr. Ashley, you're absolutely correct on that one. We've had quite a few. Oh, fast have you? Oh, you've been in night shift. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I mean, if I might get a chance in about an hour, I might try and go live again. I'll see. I'll see. And Dubois vs Joey Joy should be next. I agree. WBC, I agree. Yes, they are a joke. Boxing Finland. Usyk said that he's seen a dream where he won the heavyweight belts. That's why his heavyweight dream story. Well, I suppose so. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Thanks, H Money. Thank you, Dr. Ashley. Do you think Deontay Wilder vs Dillian White would sell out in the UK? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it would probably sell out a small stadium, to be honest. Like a Tottenham Hotspur kind of one. I don't know whether or not it would sell Wembley out. I don't know. Maybe, because a lot of people. I mean, Dillian White's fan base is massive. It's huge. How much does AJ ringside cost at Wembley, Cardiff normally cost? Depends who he's fighting. I mean, that can range anywhere from about £600-700 up to about £2,000. Really does depend. No way should Canelo get Fighter of the Year. No. Daryl Alexander, welcome to the channel memberships. Big up to you. Big up to you, Daryl. I appreciate it. I shall add you to the list of intros. So big up to you and enjoy your perks. By the way, if any of you channel members, you do have the ability to use new emojis. If any of you guys don't know how to use the emoji, go to the community post where you message me directly for channel members. So you can do like a private post and I'll show you how to use them. Wilder has no fan base. He won't even travel to New York, let alone UK. Yeah, of course, it'll be a very empty arena for for fan base as far as Deontay Wilder goes. But yeah, of course, it'll all be filled up with Dillian White fans, won't it? All right, and Foss, get yourself away, go something to eat. My lass is making me some roast dinner. Oh, lucky you, I haven't got roast dinner today. I'm going to be doing lasagna in a bit, but I need to go get a snack. I'm starving, and my little boy's going to be hungry as well. Oh, there you go, Foss. See, you know how to do it. You know how to do it. There you go. You know how to use those emojis. First time I've ever seen one of you guys use the emojis. Big up to you. How to join? Go to if you can see the join button underneath the video, you can click on that one. If not, go to say my last video. Go to the one with Daniel Dubois and Dillian White. Go on that one. Go in the description box of that video. So open it up, and you'll see to join channel members. You can click on that link if you're using your phone. If you're using your computer, just go to my homepage and you'll see it. When do you think it's time for Dubois to fight a top 10? In about 2 fights time, I think. 2-3 fights time. I don't want to see Dubois rushed. I don't want to see him get Bruno'd. You can cook. I'm alright at cooking. I cook that so me, the wife, and the kids and that can eat. But no, I'm not one of these kind of ones that would present food if I have guests around. I'm not one of those. If I have guests around and people are hungry, I'm more likely to go to the fridge and bring out cake and coffee and that kind of thing. But if they want hot food, put party food in the oven, like sausage rolls, that kind of thing. Well, yeah, well done, Foss. You know how to use those emojis. Well done. Well done. Do you think Dillian would beat Ruiz Jr.? Yes, I do. I do. I do movie clips. Are you a channel movie clips? I've seen you. Oh, I'm sure I've seen that name pop up on my recommendation somewhere. I'm sure I have. You cook fresh duck. So does Wilder. What's your thought on local lads Joe Laws? Very good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. In fact, he lives literally 3 minutes drive down the road from me. So I really do have to go around to his house. I really do, and get an interview done in there, rather than me drive over to Wallsend. Although the last 2 times I've been to Wallsend, I got a big parking ticket because I overstayed the 2 hours in the car park, even though the car park was empty. But yeah, still fined me. Unbelievable. Ruiz style doesn't suit Dylan. Well, it's difficult to say, isn't it? mean, I like to see the fight. Can't cook for show, always burn everything. Yeah, I used to be that way. You know, I had to burn a salad, I tell you, burn everything. When is BJ Saunders fighting next? I think he's fighting March, isn't he? March or April? But it depends. If he's fighting Canelo, then obviously that'd be May the 5th, won't it? Is it May 5th? Or some point in May? Yes, fast things dealing with smashing. Yep. You know, 5 heavyweights you want to see in 2020. Heavyweight fights you want to see in 2020. Dillian White for the WBC heavyweight title against Fury. That's what I want to see because I want Fury to beat Wilder. I want to see that one. I want to see Daniel Dubois versus Joe Joyce. I want to see that one. I want to see. Actually, I think what I want to see. I want to see Dave Allen versus Tom Little. I want to see that one. I really do. And Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Kaunaki. That would be a good one. And one more. Luis Ortiz versus Alexander Povetkin. We'll see that one. Joseph Parker versus Junior Farr. Yeah, Junior Farr's looking pretty good, isn't he, at the minute? I like Junior Farr. Looking real good. He beat Parker in the amateurs, didn't he? He beats Canelo, Billy Joe, yeah. Big up to Joe Lord, to Benoit Bomber, absolutely. Right, everyone, I need to. Am I cooking Mexican beef? Well, that's all right. I don't have PED testing, so I'm all right. Just one a day, mate. Your channel's really good compared to the other ones. Comments amazing. Keep them correct. Thanks very much, Movie Clips. I appreciate that. Dave Allen versus Tom Little, yeah. Why would you drive 3 minutes rather than walk? Well, I was exaggerating a 3-minute drive. But yeah, it ain't far off. It's 3 minutes. No, yeah. I'll probably do it in about 3-4 minutes if I drove pretty fast and there's no traffic. I want everyone to fight Wilder. I want everybody to see how shit Wilder is. I think they know. They know. That's why they keep on protecting him and giving him excuses. Povetkin versus Ortiz would be good, yeah. Who would win, Herkovic versus Dubois? Right now, I'd probably say Herkovic, but I wouldn't write off Dubois on that one. Scarfy, good afternoon. Oh, yes, everyone. Right, so take care, everybody. I do appreciate you all stopping in. I really do. Let me check my phone one more time just to make sure he hasn't responded. No, he didn't respond. Okay, so right, he must be busy. All right, so if I'm free in about an hour, I'm gonna do another live in about an hour. All right. So everyone, you all take care. Thank you very much for popping in. Make sure you click that thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed, please do so. And if you've got £2 a month spare, make sure you join the channel. Click that join button below the video. Anyway, catch you all next time. Peace.